Spreading 40 acres, West Norwood Cemetery was the fashionable place to be buried if you were a rich Victorian. Opulent tombstones hint at its past as the millionaire's resting place, but it's underground that the history really comes to life. Whilst the Gothic chapel has been knocked down, the catacombs still exist.
Now, West Norwood itself was the world's first Gothic cemetery, and so the design was quite revolutionary. It needed catacombs to give some of the high status and appeal that the moneyed Victorians wanted. And so what we see around here are these wonderful Gothic catacombs, the only ones you'll see in the country.
Colin Fenn runs monthly tours, shedding light on the hidden past of those buried underground.
So we've got 1,300 coffins in these catacombs, and each of them has a story. So for example, here we have Edward Bowrer. He was a commissioner of the Chinese customs who came home on leave and was showing off to his nephews, dancing round a pole. And he ruptured himself and died in agony a few days later.
Damp has taken its toll down here, but the rust only adds to the Gothic atmosphere.
This is the catafalque that the coffins were laid on. It was originally, during a service, pumped up into the chapel that stood above us. Then, at the end of the service, the valve on the mechanism here would be released. The coffin would silently slide down into the underworld below.
Each rotting coffin is lead-lined, which is reassuring, as many here died of contagious diseases like smallpox and TB.
Here we have Mary Nesbitt, the sister of Edith Nesbitt, who wrote The Railway Children. When we think of the book, it's a happy ending story where Daddy is released from jail and the girls meet him and everything's fine. But in reality, the sister Mary had contracted tuberculosis. Their father was already dead and lying in the catacombs here. And Mary dies of consumption in France and is brought here in this French coffin. There was no happy ending in real life.
Whilst it may look like the set of a horror movie, this is still a place to respectfully grieve. No ghosts and ghouls, just a unique glimpse at our Gothic past. Martin Stew, ITV News, West Norwood.